Well, I've decided to sell my 1968 Cub Cadet 125 tractor. Uh, well, no, I'm not. It's in pretty good shape. I mean, it's got surface rust, little scratches here and there. It doesn't look so bad for being, for the most part, original. I don't know about the weight box. I know the hitch isn't right at all. But the weight box looks like it could be original. I saw a few spots of overspray on this, like the rear light reflectors. The hydrostatic cam lever there is missing, but that doesn't affect anything. The parking brake still works. I haven't fired this up in a long time. That air cleaner belongs to the Cub Cadet, but it's just not Cub Cadet. That's a Ford. And it's not included with it, but you know, it's fair and too hard to find. I just don't have another one to fit it. I might have another one, but I'd have to look at it. The clutch is good on the front of it. It's not hooked up right now though, because the only belt I had would not allow me to move the generator out enough to connect it. But the clutch does work. I used the snowblower once. I've used the deck a few times. The deck isn't too bad, but the blades are somewhat worn. And the blower works pretty good. The scraper bars, well, what do you expect for a 40-year-old piece of equipment? But the scraper bar is pretty good still. Gearbox is tight. All the, what do you call those? Universal joints are okay. Shaft isn't loose. Now, the steering in this has a bit of a slop to it. And that's a normal thing I hear with this. And it's the front joint here, which had a habit of wearing out. But it's not too bad. It has a slight oil leak. It always has. So if you fill it up once every few weeks, it's fine. It's got the original seat, which could use being reupholstered, I guess. Yeah, this just cracked now. But the seat's worth quite a bit by itself. Like I say, the blower's in pretty good original shape. It's a QA42A U1111. You know, I obviously did repaint the inside this just to smooth it out. But it's in pretty good shape. And it's got little bends here and there, but it works fine. Got the sticker still on it. It's got the original pulley. Hasn't been modified. The deck is in good shape as well. I haven't used it since summer. And it needs, you could use wheels. The front roller is fine, but the side caster wheels aren't too good. They're worn, but they work. Oh, and it's missing one of the brackets that allows the deck to float. But those aren't too hard to find themselves, and I didn't really use this tractor for much mowing, but it did work fine when I used it. It doesn't burn oil too badly. I mean, it's an old engine. Once a month it burns through a little oil, but it has a slight steam to it when it runs. But I had the head off. Everything's clean in there. The valves are good. This engine has been bored 20 over. So I'm assuming it was rebuilt at some time in the past. I don't know. But it's in pretty good shape. I mean, it's not perfect. Someone has repainted the engine. Or, so I should say, tried to repaint. I mean, it's an old tractor. What do you expect? I have the other gas tank bracket. It's a 12 horsepower Kohler K301, 1968. That tape's there just to keep it from rubbing into the dashboard, the hood. Hydrostatic, obviously it's a hydrostatic. This thing can move right along. It runs good. It fires up okay. The only quirk is the choke plate's missing on this engine, I believe. Well, obviously. So the cable's not hooked up to anything, but I never have any problem starting it anyway. And like I say, I haven't run it in a while. But, enough to talk. Let's see if I can try this out. Like I say, it's been 2 or 3 months now. I usually just give it a little, pending. I just cracked the throttle open a little. This is not the original key by any means. I don't have it. But it fits the key and it turns it over okay. Let me just get the thing in here. It's hard to do with one hand. Where is it? There. Oh, this also has a lift assist on it. So it's pretty easy to lift the deck. And just about everything on this thing is good, like I say. The one front tire has a slow leak. I did have to fill that up today. But it's been a while, like I said. The rear tires are original and good. I don't think it'll come with the rocks. But anyway. So all that aside, I just have this rope on it because the keys are loose. Oh, and it doesn't leak either. The rear end doesn't leak. But anyway. Like I say, there's no choke on this thing, but it fires up easy enough. I think the drive was engaged partially. It charges. We can try and move it out. As far as it's gonna go. Yes, the muffler is not correct, I know. Like I say, it runs good. All that rattling is just the hood, it's a little loose. Whatever, the wheels have been repainted. It's a little cold still. Wait a minute, let's see if I can get it to idle for us. It must just be a little cold for it. It runs good once it's warmed up. Like I say, it's been a few months and it's got, well, you know what modern gas is like. But it runs good. I would take it out for a drive, but as you know, the snow up here is like rock, and I cannot get this thing out of the shed at the moment. I have the snowblower and the mower. It's a 48-inch QA 42, I believe. Can't get to it right now, the trailer's on top of it. But that's her. Fired it one last time. Oh yes, the footlights have been repainted apparently. I never did any of the painting, so I don't know when, how, or where it was done. It wasn't the best work, just, you know, it's a work tractor. You fire this up and bring it back in. But that's her. The generator charges. It charges up pretty good. It still puts out good power. The tail light works. Oh, that's right. It's got its original light switch under here too. Which, put one out. Yeah, the rear light still comes on. But the front lights are blown, I believe, or it's just got a bad connection somewhere. But I'm pretty sure they're blown. They're originals. But that's her. Bye all.